Hey everybody, this is Grace. This video I'm going to talk about, well, how many of us have ever been into some kind of store, whatever kind of store, big, small, let's say a smallish kind of store, and it's a chain, and they're really trying to skimp on having employees, or maybe people just don't work for them. Could be that. And they have a manager who is working and doing the work. Could be, like I said. Listen to the rest of it. You be the judge. But the manager, is up there in the ringing up people and everything, and has a really, really bad attitude. And so you don't know that it's the manager. And just is really rude, no customer service skills. Really rude to everybody, anybody standing up there. Kind of like he thinks that the customers are his employees, and he's a really bad employer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how many of us have run across that? I know I have. Not too often. Nope. I can only remember this last one, and maybe one before, but really just this one. I'll have to think about it. I'm 61. I have a lot of years to look through. But seriously, this last one, just such a bad attitude. And at one point, I actually just stood there and looked at him and said something like, "You really want to say that?" And he did. Well, I'd had enough. Now, this was a really bad manager. I'm just a customer trying to do a, get my stuff and go. And it was something about a sale. There was a sale, and he had said something because I had this, I can't even remember, because I had, it was something really stupid, because I had this plan that I paid for it or something to have that I couldn't get the sales price. Because I still had a coupon, not a coupon, but a reward for $10 or something like that. So therefore, I couldn't get the sales price. I had to pay the regular price. And I'm thinking, you are an idiot. So I had enough. I had enough. He was so combative. And I'm not saying just with me. Just a very combative guy. Combative. So I called, I said, that's it. I went outside and I called the freaking, what's it? Corporate office. I really did. I said, look, this is what you want to tell people? You get a reward, you gain the reward, and therefore you can't get the sales price? Oh no, ma'am, that is not our policy at all. So, he was just being a jerk. How many of us have run across a manager? You're not saying anything to him. You're just up there trying to ring up, and he has an attitude. Ignoring the attitude, just want to get my stuff, get out of here. But no, he continues. He's pushing buttons. He wants to make sure that you feel it. Yeah, I can see your employees working here. I'm not an employee either. They left. To me, that's what it was. Nobody wanted to work for him. Would you? I mean, seriously.